Here's a fun fact that they don't want you to know about. Black women are the most educated demographic in America. They'll tell you all these statistics about crime. They'll tell you every time a black man becomes a statistic, but they won't tell you that black women are disproportionately educated.
We will be serving white cake.
See that white man has to open the mouth, she sing all goddamn day long.
Guess who is the highest education, racial and ethnic group in the United States? Keep guessing. You're looking at it.
We don't like for money no more. We the money. Well, I'm the with money. I don't know about y'all.
I understand why they think that black men are trash, because they believe these false narratives and they run with it. And I think that men of other races, they notice it and they're using black women in the process because they know that they can make money off of black women by feeding them lies just to make it seem like they're doing so much better than black men.
I'm not with nobody, because I don't want to hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you want to be somebody, even if you got to leave somebody.
I did that video in regards to single mothers and the prison statistics. You know, I had to break that down just to make sure the black community has the right information. And you guys seen in that video, there was a white man in there and he was feeding this narrative to women, and in particular black women, because they ran with the narrative and started posting it on their page to basically, you know, kind of throw it in black men's face like, hey, we told you that black women weren't the problem. Single black mothers weren't the problem. It's you guys. Our women have a bad habit of just running with narratives without fact checking these individuals. And when I first saw this video, I started doing a little bit of research on TikTok. And I saw that there are a lot of non-black men that pander to black women on these spaces because of the fact that it gets them likes and views, because our women sometimes believe that white ice is colder. So if a white man says that, hey, you know, you guys are the most educated, you have the most businesses, then they'll take it as a gospel, to the point that they will literally post these men on their platforms without fact checking them. And this is another perfect example of why I tell black women to please, you guys have to fact check these guys, because they're pandering to you because they know that you're already in a space of hatred for your fellow black men. And again, after we get through running through, you know, this video, I'm going to tell you my theory in regards to that.
Here's a fun fact that they don't want you to know about. Black women are the most educated demographic in America. They'll tell you all these statistics about crime. They'll tell you every time a black man becomes a statistic, but they won't tell you that black women are disproportionately educated.
So you hear what he said, right? Let me read what she said under the post. Women are advancing in the workplace, but black women are still behind. We lead the fight for equality, yet we benefit the least. We need advocates more than allies. So she's considering this man as an ally. But I want you guys to take a close look at the picture behind the white guy. It says, Thought Code. Black women are the most educated group in the U.S. This is the article that he is referencing. And black women, please pay attention to this. Because like I said, I'm starting to see a pattern where these guys are doing this and you guys aren't fact checking them. Let me show you guys something real quick. This is the article that he was citing as to say black women are the most educated group. And like I said, black women, please pay attention to this, because there's a narrative that these men are doing and they're using you in the process. Now, if you read the article, let me bring that up. They have a spot in there, and I don't think he even did his research to even read the whole article. So it says most educated group. The claim that black women are the most educated block of Americans comes from a 2014 study that cites the percentage of black women enrolled in college in relation to their other race, gender groups.
Hi, this is James Morton, and this is Black and Married with Kids presents Truths You Won't Believe. This is a continuation from episode 2, and I don't want to get confused with numbers and data, but these are two very, very specific points around African American women achievement today. In episode 2, we talked about, for the first time, over 50% of young black women, 18 to 24, are enrolled in college. Half. Overall, this is from age 15 to forever. For the first time in the history of data collection by the National Center for Education Statistics, as reported by the U.S. Census Bureau, black women have surpassed every other group in this country based upon race and gender. What does that mean? African American women enroll in college.
What did you say?
African American women enroll in college.
Skip and say what? Man, you heard me. Come again, say what?
African American women enroll in college more than Asian men, white women. You name the group, either race or gender, African American women are number 1 by the numbers. 9.7%. Historic and monumental. A number that I believe every mainstream media, if not mainstream, every black media outlet should be reporting. This is Black History Today.
Right there. It's not that black women are the most educated, they're the most enrolled. So this white man, he used this same article. He did not read it, or he probably read it, and he just refused to put that information out there that, hey, it doesn't necessarily mean that black women are the most educated. It just means that they're the most enrolled. And I saw a lot of you guys in the comments saying, yes, no, they're just the most enrolled. I understand that. But the reason why I'm bringing this back up is to show black women that there's a narrative that they're using on you guys. This is like the third or fourth white man that I've seen use false statistics, false narratives to black women to make it seem like they're doing so much better than black men. If he would have just read it, and I'm going to finish the article, but if he would have read it, and black women, if they would have read it, then they would have found out that what he was saying was not true. And I think that's a level of disrespect that these men are doing to black women, because the woman who actually reposted this, she didn't even look at the article to see if it was actually true. She just assumed, because it came from a white man, that this was true. And that's why I'm highlighting this stuff. Hopefully black women can see what the hell is going on. So it goes on to say, considering enrollment alone gives an incomplete picture. Black women are also starting to outpace other groups in earning degrees. For example, although black women only make up 12.7% of the female population in the country, they consistently make up over 50% of the number of black people who receive post-secondary degrees. That's actually a great thing. I would love to sit here and champion black women for earning those degrees and talking about this stuff, which is an amazing thing. It's an amazing accomplishment. But we have a hard time trying to celebrate this stuff because of the fact that you guys are consistently trying to put it in black men's face, as if all races of women don't earn more degrees than their male counterparts. And that's the sad part about it. So basically what I'm trying to do, guys, I'm trying to open our women's eyes up to see what's happening here. And this is my theory. The reason why our women think they're better than us is because over the years, decades and decades, it's been fed to them that they own more businesses, they earn more money. So when they have all these narratives that we're doing so much better than our men, which are all false other than the degrees, then they're going to assume that they're doing better than us. So that's why they don't have respect for black men. So yes, I understand why they think that black men are trash, because they believe these false narratives and they run with it. And I think that men of other races, they notice it, and they're using black women in the process because they know that they can make money off of black women by feeding them lies just to make it seem like they're doing so much better than black men. And this has been repeated over history from white people and black people, for years and years. They use us against one another.
Rules regarding a suitable home were enacted without giving Black people a clear idea of what that would entail. In the South specifically, Blacks saw great pushback when it came to receiving government assistance, with states posing stipulations that discouraged a complete Black family. Alabama is one state that stands out, as the state independently submitted a plan in 1964 about a substitute parent rule that would effectively harm Black families specifically. Aspects of the proposal stated that a child would have a substitute father, hereby disqualifying their home from receiving government assistance if a substitute father lives in the home with the child's mother for the purpose of cohabitation, if he frequently visits to cohabitate with the mother, or if he does not frequent the home but cohabitates with the child's natural or adoptive mother elsewhere. These facts are telling as they show a direct attack on the Black man by giving an ultimatum of them being in the home, even for a short period of time versus receiving help. With the Black marriage rate lowering from the 1960s on, cohabitating was common throughout the country. While again, there could seem to be benefits in this way, statistics have proven that the creation of these single-parent homes through the type of legislation has a lasting impact.
So hopefully uncovering these guys who are lying to Black women is to help Black women understand, like, hey, well, we believe that this was true, but it's not. So hopefully we can start working with our fellow Black men. So that's what I consider my contribution to the Black community. Now, if Black women see this information and they still want to believe what they want to believe, then Godspeed. Go try and date outside your race. Do what you need to do. I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm not going to tell you to marry Black men. I'm not going to tell you to date outside your race. Do what's best for you. If you feel that me debunking all these false narratives doesn't suit you and you still want to believe that Black men are trash and you think that you should go to another race, hey, have fun. Have at it. See if you can get a white man to marry you. But the funny thing is that these white men are doing this. They're feeding Black women lies, but they're not marrying the Black women. Because I could see, and it's kind of a dirty Mac type of situation. You kind of dirty Macking. If white men were pandering to Black women to make them feel a certain way about Black men, and then they were doing that so they can get access to Black women in regards to marriage, then I can understand it. But they're doing this and they're not marrying Black women. And that's the problem. So I don't see the reason why. Maybe these white content creators don't know what they're doing. Maybe they don't understand the history of how our women look at Black men as a whole, and they're just doing it to try and make money. That could be one reason. Or they could be well aware of what the hell they're doing by separating our community, by putting up these false narratives, by telling Black women that they're the most educated group in the United States, and they just want to see us burn.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
And I can go both ways. You guys let me know what you think it is. You think that these non-Black content creators who pander to Black women, do you think they know what they're doing? Or do you think that they are just unaware and they're just trying to make money off of Black women because they know that anything that goes against Black men will sell? You guys let me know. And that's my two theories on that. And I think hopefully Black women understand what's going on.
How can